The YouTube app was glitching hard on me, so I need a couple of minutes just to set it up. And I think this is good. Yep. Yeah. Come down a little bit, maybe a little bit. Like right about there. Should be good. Probably cut off the tip of my head a little. Yeah, I guess that's good. Or actually, no, it could come up a little bit. Oh God. Before I had it set up right, I kept getting this thing telling me to change the orientation or rotate my camera. Because I like to do the horizontal rotation, but it was just like glitching hard on me. And yeah. Anyway, my legs are feeling a little achy today, so we'll see how this goes. I combine lat lifts and with the lunges. I'm just using 4 pound weights. White on yellow, so it's kind of hard to read. Yeah, these are 4 pound. I have 5 pound and 6 pound too. And I think I'm going to order 7 pound because I need to go up with some shoulder exercise that I use the 6 pound weights for. Anyway, uh, forward and reverse lunges with lat raises. And here we go. I'm taking my time today because I think I'm taking tonight off. Like it says on the thumbnail. I forget what I put on the thumbnail. It was very optimistic sounding. I have good reason to be optimistic though. Tonight or tomorrow. If I take tonight off, it'll be tonight. But more likely tomorrow. I need the money, so I should go in tonight. I'm putting my first computer game up on itch.io. If you don't know what that is, it's a market for independent game developers. And as usual, I'm feeling a lot more optimistic than I probably deserve to feel. But I feel it nonetheless. Oh, one more. Oh. All right, so that was like 4 sets, something like that. I'm gonna rest for 2 minutes and I'm gonna do it again. I'm doing it wrong. Oh. Today was, well, I shouldn't say it was, it's only 2 o'clock, But today, I'll probably go in at like 6. You know, I wish Walmart was open later. I wish we were open till like 1 a.m. because when I leave around 10:30, I'm like charged up to do more. Um, and I drive like a dick, really, when it gets later because I want to get one more delivery in. But I haven't been driving aggressively. Like I don't pass cars like dangerously. Usually, sometimes I fuck up. Ah, but it would be great if this game sells. I think it will. It's unusual. I mean, it's a racing game, but it's a racing game with a twist. It's got a gimmick. I'm usually not one for gimmicks, but this is a good one. So I'll probably be posting a video about that either tonight or tomorrow. It might just be me babbling or showing some of the gameplay. Um, it's a prototype of what do you call it? The full game, which is going to feature multiplayer. This is just single player for now, but it's only 99 cents and it gets the point across. I would like to do it as a free demo, but the 99 cents funds the full version. So if you buy it and like it, you're funding the full version, which would be a lot more fun, multiplayer. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna do lat raises out to the side. I'm gonna be mindful to rotate my arms when I bring them over my head. Okay, here we go. I don't let my knee touch the ground. I keep it elevated. It makes me feel like I'm doing more than I am. Oops. One more. I might be exaggerating my lunges a bit much. Separating my legs too much. Down the road, I like to do fast lunges this way, but without the weights. Oh. I'm gonna take a 3-minute rest. Wow. That feels good though. I think my legs were meant to be brutalized. Don't let him fool you. He got a bunch of peanut butter before. Yeah, I had to go to an appointment before. He can't be trusted outside of his, I think you can see it, I think it's in frame. He has to go in a kennel when he's alone because he chews up the molding. He tore up the love seat that was against the window. That's no longer existent. It's now in a landfill somewhere. He tore up my work gloves, but luckily I got them for free, and I asked the people who gave them to me, give me another pair, please. When they heard it was because of this guy, they were a bit amused. But if you've heard me babble before, you know I help out on a farm, and yeah. That's who gives me, they're the people who give me the gloves. For this little guy here to chew up. He's a wire hair terrier, but he got a what do you call it? A DNA test, and it ends up he's mostly Great Pyrenees. He does not look like a Great Pyrenees. He acts like a Great Pyrenees, but he doesn't look like one. So, I want to do curls too along with this, but I think what I'm going to do is, this rest is over in 30 seconds, so I think I'm going to do another thing of lunges, forward lifts and lateral lifts, and then follow up with some curls. And the curls are just because I need upper body development, seriously. I was starting to get some, but I quit. I didn't quit, but I had to put down strength training for a while to recover from surgery on my left hand, carpal tunnel stuff. The surgery was a success, and yeah, here we are. Anyway, some more exaggerated lunges with lat raises. And no rant about the YouTube app that was screwing me up before. Anyway, here we go. I'm gonna start again. Yeah, the mail's here. Go lay down. Go. Set. Okay. If you click and point to the couch, it just means go on the couch. And since he's already on the couch, he'll probably just sit there glitching for a few minutes. Anyway, here we go. Dude. Second. I think I have to not overdo it with the leg separation. Coming forward, right? Yeah. One more. Okie dokie. That's a 3-minute rest. And then I'm going to do the another set with lateral raises. And I'm trying to develop a technique of my own, I guess. And I'm sure other people have done a much better job. But, you know, I want to go forward, back, and then forward, back, you know, leg by leg. Or you can mix it up however you want. But doing it that way just helps me count. Because when I would go right, left, I would lose count. Anyway, Um, I would like to do these fast, forward, back, forward, back. Um, but I think that's too much for my legs right now, and I think I'll probably lose my balance. Oh, I was almost there a while ago, but there's a lot of things I can't do. I can't do a pistol squat. Um, and I was getting close. Um, when my when I was supposed to recover from the surgery for about a month and a half, um, and I did and I didn't, but I screwed around and I found out. So my hand hurt for a little while, a little longer than it should have, but I can play my guitar all day, and I used to be able to only play for like maybe 10, 15 minutes before the pain would kick in, and I was playing bass years back in a working band, and yeah, that was that was an experience. But I could have started strength training like even as far back as a year ago. It's just I wasn't in a great mindset at the time. I mean, I was doing all right, but I mean, putting in the time and the effort to strength train. The thing is though, I never stopped cardio. Um, I'll do cardio. I'll do cardio hungover. I'll do cardio. I rarely get sick, but if I get sick, I'll still do cardio. The only way I won't do cardio is if I'm physically unable to, you know, or if there's an emergency. Otherwise, I always find time for cardio. Anyway, more lunges. Okie dokie. Going off to the side. I was saying in my last video that I think I was doing too many lunges. I was doing 108 per session, and I think this is gonna come out to the same number because I reduced the number of. I would do lat raises to the front, out to the diagonally, and then out to the side, and diagonal and to the side just felt like the same motion. So I said, hey, yeah, and I can go from what was it, 108 to like 86 or something, which is still a good number, but anyway, yeah. Babbling. Here we go. lost count. So I'm just gonna do 2 more. Oh! One more. Although I think that was supposed to be the last one. Oh! I'm gonna take a 4-minute rest because I think I did 1 set more. I lost count. So when I do that, I tend to do 1 more than I should have. Yeah, so my heart rate is 138. That's not bad. So after this, I'm gonna do some curls. Ooh, I feel it more with that last set of lunges. I feel it more on my shoulders and arms than I do in my legs. I can beat the hell out of my legs. My upper body, man. It's a nice workout though. I do these on Thursdays. Friday is cardio on the treadmill. But I gotta make sure on Fridays I don't go for like distances. So I'm gonna have to start doing that on Monday and Wednesday. I'm still doing that fundraiser for Rainbow Railroad. That's penciled in for the 25th of April. Ooh, excuse me. I just got to make arrangements with a gym, and I haven't found one, but I've been putting time into the game and putting time into work. I just don't really have time, so I got to make some. I'm just going to grab a towel, be right back. And very, very quickly. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm using my phone to record, so I wanted to check my see how much money I have left. I just paid the phone bill today. That was like $100. My phone is paid off, but I got the watch and the tablet on installment, so that gets added to my bill. If I couldn't do it on installment, I wouldn't be able to do it at all. But it helps. It really makes the workday a lot easier. I don't always feel the haptics on the phone when I'm, doing shit. Sometimes it's just in the shopping cart. Um, so I'll get notifications on the watch. Also, the tablet, I find it much more helpful to listen to music when I'm driving. It makes me a lot less aggressive. So I use the tablet to make a Bluetooth connection to the stereo, and yeah, the music is much more calming. Even when you listen to something like "Animals" by Pink Floyd, and you start keeping an eye out for sheep, pigs, and dogs. Anyway, all right. So now I'm going to do curls. I'm going to start with reverse curls. I'm going to do 3 sets of. I'm going to go for 16. I'll be happy with 12. I'm only going to take 1 minute rest in between though. These curls kind of look funny because it looks like I'm going to smash my face with the dumbbells, but as I get to the end of the concentric phase, my arms are out to the side actually, just a little. You'll see. Starting now. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Sometimes it gets very close. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Ooh. 12. 4 more? We'll see. 13. You see the concentric slowing down now, don't you? And the eccentric speeding up. 14. There we go. 15. 16. Okay. 16 for the first set, 1 minute rest. Go for 16 again, happy with 12. I don't ever really go to failure. I mean, the last set of lunges, but that was, just because I lost track. I've said it enough, I'm 58 years old. Failure at my age is usually accompanied with injury, or failure is usually because of an injury long before muscle soreness. So I don't screw with it. But I'm happy to be able to do as much as I can, I remember Sylvester Stallone saying, health is wealth. It's more than that. Health is like the greatest blessing you can have. You know what health is? It's the one thing, it amounts to the one thing money can't buy, which is time. Health is time. Time has no value. It's beyond value. Any human value anyway. Anyway, here we go. Second set. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more. 16. Oh boy. I'm going to take a 2-minute rest after that one. No, 90 seconds. 90 seconds will be good. A minute and a half. You know, I'll see how I feel after a minute. Yeah, I think I might just do a minute. And like I said, if I make it to 12, I'm happy. You know, satisfied. Getting to 16 feels good. But it could also feel bad. I was 150 pounds this morning. And I've been like a steady 151.6, 151.2 between there since Monday morning. Sunday I was 148. So if I go into work tonight, I'm definitely going to I'll be weighing in less than 150 tomorrow, unless I come home and pig out, which I've done. But now I have now I pig out on like cucumbers and tomatoes. You fill up on the water before you reach a critical point in calories. So anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. I think this might be it. 16. 15. Yeah, one more. Now this one's 16. Oh boy. Oh. That's a 2-minute rest. Oh. Okay. come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you, behave yourself. Oh God. Yeah, I had a bit of a struggle with the YouTube app, trying to go live. It kept telling me to go to a vertical orientation, and I kept saying no, I wanted horizontal. And it kept insisting and insisting. I think it just glitched out and needed to be restarted. Because once I started and what do you call it? Restarted it, it stopped being weird on me. Oh boy. Oof. Yeah, I still have pain in the arms. But I'm going to do 3 sets of standard curls, 12-pound dumbbells. I'm going to go for 16. I'll be happy with 12. You know? Yeah, the, what do you call it? The curls, the standard curls went up 3 pounds since last week. But that's not really saying much because I have a feeling, I think before I stopped strength training a year and a half ago, I think I was up to 15 pounds. I know I wasn't up to 20, but I think I was up to 15 pounds. And I do a shoulder, a combination of 3 exercises supersetted together for my shoulders. They're all from Athlete X. The first one is with 6-pound weights, and it's like this. You know, you gotta rotate your shoulder, and then I'll hold it for like a second, and then bring it down slow. The second one is called the box press. You hold the dumbbells like this, and you go up, and then back down. You know, using the same motion. And the last one is, I guess, an armpit shrug or an armpit raise or an armpit row. I don't know what it is, but basically you hold the, what do you call it, the dumbbells like this, and you bring them up to here. You know, Jeff Cavalier said, like, you're pulling your pants up to your shoulders. So I combined those 3 exercises together. And I'm getting, at first it was just 6 reps per set, but now it's getting up to like 8. So I want to increase the weight, probably next week. But Amazon has the 7-pound dumbbell set for only $13. And I do want to get 7s and 8s. The 8s are like 20, and I also want to get the 10-pound. The 10-pound are like, I think between 20 and 30. So that's going to have to wait. But I don't know if I'm really ready to go up another pound on the reverse curls. But still, you know, sometimes the jump from 9 to 12, you know, is more than I should take. Anyway, enough babbling. Standard curls. 1, 2, 3. That's nice. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Oh boy. 12. My body's starting to want to throw some momentum behind. 1 or 2 more. 13. 14. I think 14 is gonna be it. No, I'm stupid. 16. 15, I'm sorry. I did that again. One more. 16 for real this time. Oh, and what I'm trying to do, I'm noticing some of the lifts, 2-minute rest by the way, some of the lifts, I don't feel equal tension coming down, in the eccentric. And that's what I'm trying to like focus on. And I feel the equal amounts of tension. Man. Yeah. Why are you doing that? He's licking the couch. You're a weird little dog. Absolutely weird. Wait, before I smeared peanut butter on his toy so he can have it when he's in the kennel. It's a great strategy because he's very food motivated. So when he sees there's peanut butter in the cage, he wants to go in the cage. He doesn't care if he's going to be in there for 2 or 3 or 4 hours. The peanut butter's in there. So he licks the peanut butter off the toy in like 5 minutes, 5 actual minutes. And then, but yeah. And that's why I'll never trust him with any kind of financial planning because he just doesn't see the big picture. But you shouldn't let your dog do any of your financial planning. Seriously. Oh boy. So I think I'm going to be on the 12-pound for a while. Probably until at least like mid-June or July. And then I think they make 13 and 14 pound weights as well. And I might go pound by pound. They also make 18-pound weights, so if I get past 15 pounds, I can go to 18 pounds instead of jumping right to 20. I have, oh come on, it's time to get this shit trimmed. I have 20-pound steel dumbbells, but I don't use them for anything right now. I used to use them for other stuff, for other exercises, but I gotta work my way back up to it. Anyway, second set, standard curls, and away we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. That wasn't so good. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 13. 14. 14's it. Oh. Like I said, I don't go to failure because, failure equals injury when you're in your late 50s. Ooh. I'll take a 2-minute rest. The first time I did lunges out here, he started jumping around. He didn't know. Now he's kind of used to it. I think this is the 4th time I've done living room lunges. We don't really do much with the living room. I live with my sister. She's like me. She has her computer and everything in her bedroom. This is really just like a room to take your shoes and jacket off on. And also like to watch the TV. The bigger TV is out here. And also when, friends or family come over. But even then, more likely to hang out in the kitchen. So yeah. Like this light, we have a ceiling fan light. It's not the bulb. We changed the bulb in it, and so it's the wiring. And this has been for like 2 years now. There's no light in the living room. And clearly not shorting out or anything. I think I don't know, maybe the socket. I've never heard of a socket going bad before. I mean, it's just a contact, or actually 2 contacts. So I don't know what it could be. If it's a loose wire, then yeah, maybe it should be, dismantled. She wants to have someone, a friend of hers come by to fix it, but I think I'd rather just replace it. It's an old ceiling fan, deserves to retire. All right. Got hair on my mouth. All right. Last set of standard curls. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. If I was doing this with a barbell, I'd have a broken nose. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. That's it. Oh boy. I'm gonna give my shoulder on the right side a chance to recoup a bit. No. So I'm gonna take a 3-minute rest. Then I'm gonna do more lunges. And I think I'm just gonna limit it to 2 groups of however many sets, I think it's 4 sets of lunges total, 2 forward, 2 out to the side. with the lat raises, and 3 sets of curls. So I'll just do all that. I'll do the workout I just did. I'll just do it one more time. And this time I'm going to be very careful to count the lunges so I don't have to do them over. And you're going to want to move, buddy. Well, I'm going to have to move. It's my sister's dog, so the hierarchy around here is her, him, me. Not really. I mean, you know what I'm saying though. He's a good dog though. He really is. Okay. You know what? Yeah. I'm thinking of making all of my live stream fundraisers and just rotating them day by day. Like Monday will be one, Tuesday will be another, Wednesday, and so on. And I'll pick, I do this 6 days a week, so I'll pick 6 charities. And every day, people who do tune in, there's not many. Every once in a while, I'll get like 20 or 30 views. But usually it's like around 5 or 6. But if any of them feel like giving to that charity on that particular day, there you go. It doesn't cost anything. And it's just a few more clicks. That's all it is. You know. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I still want to do the fundraiser, the big one, you know, but that, I got to listen to my legs. My drink went down a little funny. Monday night, I did a delivery, and I was leaving the apartment I did the delivery to. And I was coming down a slope, and I came down kind of hard. And the ligament in my knee took it the wrong way. You know, took it personally. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. Lunges, hands out of the way. It's gonna get loud. And oh, feeling it already. Oh. more? Yeah. That's fine. Oh boy. So, 3-minute rest. So that's 4 reps. I consider the 4 motions in each rep to be just 1 rep. So forward, back, that's 1 rep. And I think I might reduce it to 3 because I'm doing 4. But I don't know. 3 minutes is enough time for a rest, and I feel good at the beginning of the lunges. I don't know, can you see him? No, you really can't. Henry's down here in the cage. He's got the door open, but he's going nuts on the bone. And that's what looks like a piece of cow femur. Although I could be wrong. He's got 1 bone, it's like this big. So after this is shower. I'm wondering if I'm going to make it into that. I think I should. Well, I know I should, but yeah, even if I go in at like 6, I can work until like 10:30. That's 4.5 hours. I can make about 60, 70 bucks. If Walmart doesn't screw me. Walmart's been, I think Spark is screwing with me. Because for the last 2 days, yesterday and the day before, when I click accept on an offer, it doesn't register. And then the offer ends up going to someone else. And I know I hit accept, and I'm pretty sure the button changes color, meaning that but it apparently I'm never, I don't know. But I complained about it. I got in touch with tech support, and I told them, what's going on. And suddenly it stopped happening. Now the funny thing is, it was also happening, like I turned down a lot of offers because I don't feel like going down to friggin' Nicholasville, which is about 10 miles south of Lexington. Because from Nicholasville, they'll send you 10, 15 miles south of Nicholasville. So now you got a 25-mile ride back to Lexington. And the thing that sucks, when you get you don't get a W-2 when you're an independent contractor. I forgot what kind of tax form you get, but they don't record your return trip mileage. They just give you the mileage to the drop-off point. So it's like, you go to the drop-off point, you don't have to drive after that. When you got a delivery 15 miles away, that's 30 miles there and back, because you're going back to the store to get more deliveries, But they don't count what do you call it? That's why I keep a mileage log, and if it comes down to it, I'll present my mileage log to a court. But I don't know. I don't know. See, it's the deduction is 65 cents a mile. I don't know if they're going to bitch over 65 bucks. Different. Well, no, it's going to be more than that. Because you're talking about. Anyway, enough of that. Lunges. Anyway, here we go. Oh! Let's see. Oh, I see how I'm framed. All right, good. Oh. Oh. Yeah. One more. 3-minute rest. And then I'll do the, I'll do another, ooh, excuse me. It's 4 sets. Yeah. So I'll do another 4 sets of each. I might reduce it to 3. I might reduce it to 2. But I'm gonna go for 4 of each. And then the curls, which seem quite boring now compared to the lunges. I can be like really pretentious sometimes, so I'm gonna call them swan lunges. Swan. Sorry, I'm a Yes fan. I love John Anderson. He's like one of my favorite people on earth. Turned 80 years old this year, and he's still John Anderson from Yes. You know, you can't. It's fantastic. But yeah. Bill Bruford tells a really funny story about when he went from Yes to King Crimson. Bruford was telling John Anderson, you know, that he was going to leave. You know, he's leaving Yes, and he says John Anderson put his hand under his elbow and said, "I think you're ready." You know, like a character from a fantasy novel. But and he's talking to Bill friggin' Bruford. But still, I think that's a wonderful thing. And yeah, they got back together for Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, Howe. They had fun. I mean, like it or not, that album does sound like it was a lot of fun to make. Especially songs like Tikwa. I could just imagine them all in Hawaiian shirts, drinking umbrella drinks, having a good time. But yeah, and I'm sure you know that when Chris Squire died, I was very sad. When Alan White died, I was very sad. You know, I wasn't like weeping and unable to do anything all day, but you know, it was sad. I grew up listening to those guys. Alan White and Chris Squire are like one of my favorite rhythm sections. The other one being Chris Squire and Bill Bruford. But I also love Geddy Lee and Neil Peart. And pretty much, it's like you can't be a Yes fan without being a Rush fan. You can't be a Rush fan without being a Yes fan. And then you end up being a King Crimson fan, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and you still try to work Led Zeppelin and Jethro Tull in, and next thing you know, you got a whole bunch of MP3s. Anyway, here we go. More swan lunges. Gonna go for 4, be happy with 3. Henry's in the way, so. All right, I gotta do this really quick because when I point at the couch, he goes on the couch and he's being a good boy, he gets some of this. And one of the wonderful things about him, he'll sit outside my room and he'll be waiting for me to leave. Now, if I'm eating, he expects a treat in his dish. But if I'm not eating, a lot of times he wants to go outside, but an equal number of times he goes running up to the couch so he can get some of this. Okay. Anyway, back to the exercise. So, more of my graceful and glorious swan lunges. Just feeling a little something in my right hip. He's like a 5-year-old. Except he's only a 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old. Actually, I think he's going to be 3 soon. Anyway, enough of this. More lunges. One more. One more. Just one more. Just one more. Watch out, buddy. Alrighty. 3-minute rest, but if I need it, I'm going to go to 4. Oh. Oh boy. This is a hell of a workout. I like it though. I don't want my legs left out of the equation. Ooh. There it is. I think I can be to work by 6. I'll just work half a day today. I was only able to put in like 5.5 hours last night. And I did around $80. So, I mean, 80 divided by 5 is, 1750, something like that. I think it was a little lower than that because I did calculate it out. Came out to like, I think 1675 or something like that. It was less than 80 bucks. I say 80 bucks because I'm rounding up. Uh, but the thing is, though, I really want to get the game up on the market. I'd like to do it tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. And if I have to, I'll take Saturday off too. And I'm off by default on Sunday, so it might be a 3-day weekend for me. Tomorrow, I gotta mow the lawn. Everyone else, well, no, the neighbor across the street didn't mow his lawn yet, so I don't like being the last person to mow their lawn. Ah, oh boy. And if I can get out of, what do you call it? If the game, not game, but games, if they make me money, you know, I won't have to do the deliveries anymore. It really is kind of heartbreaking, and I'll tell you, it's not as bad as DoorDash. DoorDash will have you losing your mind. DoorDash will have you scheming to claim, what do you call it, sex abuse, so you can file a lawsuit and escape the hell of delivering for DoorDash. I'm not justifying what she did, but DoorDash, the one feeling I got more than anything was like desperation. If your acceptance rate, because you can refuse jobs, if your acceptance rate falls below, I think it's 94%, they stop giving you the high tipping jobs. Those go to the people who accept, have like 95, 96% acceptance rates. And I remember I had like a 97, 98% acceptance rate. And every time I turned down a job, they would say, your acceptance rate will drop and you'll miss out on the high tipping jobs. When I switched to hourly, it ended up they wouldn't let me make more than $12.50 an hour. They made sure of that. They made sure that I went back to getting paid by the job. And that was just so dirty. And right after that happened, my, what do you call it? My application to Spark got accepted. So now I drive for Spark, and now they're fucking with me. But it's different. But it's still, it's still a shitty thing. And I have a feeling it's more of a glitch, but the fact that it cleared up as soon as I complained about it, that kind of like lends you, it kind of suggests something else. And I'm tired of suggestions, so at least in that case, I want explicit, not implicit. Anyway, here we go. More lunges. And that one was a little too wide. Oh boy. Wow. I make it to 4. One more against my better judgment. Oh. Oh shit. Heart rate is only 117. And it was up almost 140 before. That's, I guess, a good sign. Or a bad sign, I don't know. I'm going to 4-minute rest. I keep forgetting to use my inhaler. But I guess that kind of tells you what condition the asthma is in. But you can hear, like, my lung capacity's gone. I smoked cigarettes for 33 years. I quit 11 or 12 years ago. I think I was 47, 46. No, I was 46, so 12 years ago this July. I'll know. I go and look at my photos, and I look at this one photo of a wasp called Ammophila procera, and it's on top of what do you call it? A stalk with a cutworm in its mouth, in her mouth, and they're very wary of competition. Especially sarcophagus flies or other wasps that will dig up their nest and put their own eggs onto the cutworm prey. So she's up on this stalk with a cutworm. She's giving me the stink eye, like, get out of here so I can bury my worm. But I was there taking pictures of her. A lot of people say that they have expressionless faces. But when you look at their faces in the context in which you're viewing them, the structure of their face, though it's almost immutable, seems to convey a certain feeling or emotion or expression. And it certainly comes through when you look at Ammophila procera, when she's wary and waiting for the right time to bury her prey. Suddenly the expression becomes, and it's what you read into it. It's either get out of here or please go. It goes from one or the other, threatening to pleading. And I guess to somebody who doesn't look at them the way I do, oh, excuse me, both expressions will be identical. But to me, they're not. And it's, I guess, what they call pareidolia. Because, I mean, most people, I think, would expect within the WASP that that behavior is hardwired. And in a lot of ways, I guess it is, but I've seen like enough variations in behavior to think that there's more to it. But I'm not a scientist and I don't know how to record data, so I just don't bother. It's just for me. It's my own experiences, my own memories. I've got some great memories of photographing wasps, their behavior, the way they react to me when they become aware of me. Most of the times they weren't aware of me, or if they were, they acted like they didn't care. But every once in a while, they would become aware of me. And I was never stung. At least not shooting wasps with my camera. And I would get up close to them and stuff too. The only time I was stung in a recent time, I mean, I got stung when I was doing like labor work, but that's different. You know, you're doing work and you upset a nest, you're gonna get stung. But recently, we had a little paper wasp nest under our mailbox, and I was straightening it out, and I actually reached into the nest and I got a dry sting on my finger, meaning the wasp didn't inject any venom. It was just a little poke. Get your finger out of here. We know who you are. We've seen you poking around. You know, we don't mind you looking at us, but don't stick your finger in our nest. And the nest was there the whole spring and summer. You know, it got it didn't get too big. It was about maybe half the size of this dumbbell head, but yeah, it was there for a while, and then it was gone. And I don't think there's a new one yet. Anyway, reverse curls, 9 pounds, blah, blah, blah. Two. Three. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Oh, 11. Yikes. 12. The form's falling apart. 13, yeah. One more and that's it. Once form starts falling apart, then the lift becomes useless. 14, that wasn't too bad. But yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take a 90-second rest. And, you know, same as always, I'm gonna go for 16, be happy with 12. But when form starts falling apart, then you might as well just take a rest because you're not properly working the muscle. At least that's the way I've come to understand it. It's kind of like when people do the hump curls, you know, they're humping the barbells, dumbbells rather. Some people said there might be an application for that, but I mean, considering I still got like these tiny arms and shit, If that's something I don't need. Right? But you know. I don't think I need to be pumping 45-pound dumbbells anytime soon. And I think for the standard curls, I'm going to be at 12 pounds probably for a while. You know, when I can go to 20, that's when it's time to up the weight. That's pretty much a rule of mine. When I can go to 20, you know, first set, second set, even third set feels like 16 or so. It's time to move up. I do squats with an overhead press, and I was doing it with 12 pounds, and I just moved up to 15. And it feels good. And 15, I do like 12 to 16, you know, and it feels like it's time to stop, so. But when I get up to 20, it'll go up. Hopefully I'll have the 18-pound dumbbells by then, but if not, I'll just do the 20. Or I'll do 15 until I can do a comfortable 24 reps. Anyway, second set of these. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, there we go. 6. 7. I gotta take it easy on the concentrics. A little less force. 8. 9. 10. 11. I'm starting to rock on my feet. 12. Do 1 or 2 more. 13. That didn't feel so good. 1 more. 14. Let's go for 2 more. Form felt better on that one. 15. I remembered how to count that time. Yay. And 1 more. 16. Yeah, I'm rocking on my feet for that one. And I think that's what so many people who are in the business of coaching and stuff, when they talk about form, they're talking about trying to isolate the movement to the body part you're trying to work on. But of course, you can feel it in the rest of your body. Right now I'm taking 18 pounds and going like this. If I was putting a box on a shelf or loading something into a car, my body would also compensate. It's not, you end up putting your whole body into it. And actually, that's kind of a good thing that you feel and you try to resist, because it is kind of like conditioning the rest of your body. It's probably going to add to your core strength and stuff. I'm not entirely sure, but it feels good to me. So it's funny, most of my babbling today was about lifting dumbbells, which is kind of uncharacteristic because I usually yap about other things. Well, I yapped about the game, I yapped about the charity, I yapped about the fundraiser, I yapped about taxes. What else I yapped about? Oh, yeah, whether or not I'm going into work tonight. I really think I am. There's probably about 10, 12 minutes left to this workout. And I'm gonna grab something to eat really quick, go in the shower. Um, I'm gonna have to blow dry my hair. I did that yesterday. I don't like to blow dry my hair too much, but you know, I put it on the medium setting. Blah, blah, blah. Last set. I'll go for 16, happy with 12. 1. My first rep is always shitty. 2. And my second is always good. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14, yeah. 15. That felt good. Last one. 16. Okay, that felt all right. I'm gonna take a 2, maybe 3 minute rest, and then finish up with the standard curls. And Henry wants me to put on my farm clothes and go out in the backyard and play with him. So after I get something to eat and the sweat dries, I might throw on my farm clothes and go out back and play with him for. He never wants to stay out more than like 10 minutes. I don't get it. He'll run around, he'll get his zoomies, we'll play a bit in the grass, and then he wants to come in. I had a dog years back named Hans. He did not want to come in the house. He wanted to stay outside all day. Ah, he was a great dog. I miss him so much. Now I got Henry. Well, my sister has Henry, but and one of the great things about living with someone who has a dog is like you get all the fun parts. Why they handle. But that's not entirely true. I help take care of them. We had dogs. She had dogs, when I first moved in, but they were both kind of on the older side. So I was there when they were put down, which was always sad. And we got dogs on the farm, and I had to bury 2 of them. After they died, of course, but. And they were both awesome dogs, Noyan and Reba, both great. And now, Garden of Fields, we have Margot and Stella. They're both awesome dogs. Tomorrow I have to go to the farm to check the fence line because young Stella has been sneaking out. Now, when she sneaks out, she goes to the house and sits on the porch. So that's, at least she's not going to the surrounding farms and being a nuisance. Anyway, go for 16, probably more like 12. If I don't do 12, then I'll know it's time to pack it up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mhm. 7. Oh. 8. Ah. 9. Ah. 10. Oh boy. 11. Oh shit. 12. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Okay. Oh. A 2-minute rest. The next set I'm going to go for 16 again, and if I hit 12 I'll be happy, or more satisfied than happy, but oh. My body got a workout today though. I want to see how long I've been on. An hour and 49 minutes. So one of the reasons I wanted to reduce the number of lunges, because I didn't want this to be a 2-hour workout, but it looks like it's going to be more or less a 2-hour workout. It's going to go like an hour and 55 minutes or something like that. Oh boy. But it's good. I feel really, really good. My strength training days are awesome. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Tuesday is pretty much all upper body. And with the upper body, I do the reverse curls and the standard curls, but it's focused largely on my pecs and shoulders, because that's where I really need it. Actually, my whole upper body, my abdominals are good though. So it's like from here down, I'm really solid. From here up, I'm a twig. You're snapping in your fingers. Um, 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 um. But yeah, I'm trying to get the upper body workout as much as I can. I'm really not lacking in cardio. What does kind of screw me up is that, like, I don't eat junk food really. I very rarely, like maybe once every 2, 3, 4 weeks. The thing is though, is that I do love savory food. I love healthy food for the most part, and I will pig out on it. I'm probably the only person who can get fat on salad, and salad with like no dressing. Just like the greens and the other vegetables. It's really... Anyway, here we go. Second set. 1. 2. 3. 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, one more. 14. All right. 14. Last set in 2 minutes, and then I'm going to pack it up. And poor Henry looks bored out of his face. Poor guy. Henry is not named after anyone in particular. We needed to pick a name for him. Originally, his name was Simba, and I thought it was just like so, and I know Simba is Swahili for baby lion, but it's like a Disney name now, you know. So I was like, oh, don't call him that, don't call him that. So we need to give him a name, so my sister just said Henry, and so now his name is Henry. It's kind of fun having a dog named Henry, though. Especially when it's this guy here. So, I wanted to do the cycle of lunges and curls. I'm only doing it twice. I wanted to do it 3 times, but I think that's just, getting ridiculous, because each cycle, according to the timer on the phone, is an hour long. And I think 3 hours of this would just be like too much. 2 hours is giving me a good workout, and I'm starting to get some pains in my chest, but it's muscle cramps. Like, I know what it is. I felt it before. I felt it many times, and that's pretty much my my body's way of saying, "Okie doke, you've had a good workout. Go eat some food, take a shower, go play with the dog, and don't lift anything until you're getting paid for it, or until the next strength training day." Last set. I'll be happy with 12. I'll be satisfied. If I get to 12, yeah. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 always seems to be the one. 10. Shit. 11. Oh, crap. One more. Just one more. Just one more. 12. Oh. Oh. All right. Oh. That's a good workout. um, yeah, heart rate's only 93. 80 degrees out today. It's only the end of March. Ah, carpenter bees bouncing off the window. Anyway, so that sums up today's workout. Lunges for leg day. And yeah, so many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back tomorrow with the cardio on the treadmill, and I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting happiness.